Welcome once again to the 2017 USA Curling Nationals from Everett, Washington. My name is Joe Calabrese. Alongside me, Sean Murray, producer B.A. Brian Anderson. Hitting all the buttons behind the scenes, we've got a matchup for you today in the women's draw. This team, Jessica Schultz versus team Cora Farrell.
This is a very, very important match for both teams if either one wants to be in the discussion at the end of the week when the playoffs come around, especially for Schultz, who hasn't had a really great start, sitting at 0-3. They really can't afford to drop any more games if they even want to be a thought in the tiebreakers, really.
That's right. We've got Cassie Potter and Jamie Sinclair at 3-0. Corey Christensen and Nina Roth at 2-1. So they have some ground to make up. Why don't we take a moment and meet the teams?
I'm Cora Farrell of Team Bear. My lead is Rebecca Miles, my second is Lexi Lanigan, and my third is Kate Flannery.
Hello, I'm Jessica Schultz of Team Schultz. My lead is Stephanie Seneker, second Jordan Moulton, and vice skip is Courtney George.
So I'm going to trade some hits here, it looks like, early on. In this matchup, you'd think Schultz would have the advantage. Lots of experience, Olympian.
Firm. Close.
Strong team behind her.
Yep. Hard.
But they've really struggled so far.
Yep, hard for piece. Hard. Yep. Hard, guys. Hard.
Gotta go for anything.
All right.
Just enough to remove it.
Easy. It's fine.
And Team Farrell, I mean, they don't even have their skip here.
And they've hung in there. I mean, they're sitting down there at 1 and 2. They've got some ground to make up too to be a part of the playoff discussion, but they've really hung in there and have done well. I mean,
Same split.
Cora Farrell has been a skip in the past, but she's still only 17 years old, skipping in a national women's event.
Yeah.
She's been doing well.
13-6. Hang on. 9-5 tape. Okay. You got this.
If you look at the shooting percentages of the teams overall, Schultz is actually 4th place in the field of 8. But if you look at her own shooting percentage, she's far down the list. She's 6th out of 8. And that could be the issue. When we had them on the feature game the last time, we saw some struggles, particularly with the in-turn draw.
Yeah, it looked to me, from what I've seen, that
Yes!
most of the time when Jessica tried to throw a soft weight, it's just been overthrown.
Yeah.
And a lot of the down weight just has been eluding her so far.
Okay. Yeah, 8-7. All right. 9. Same thing, Jordan.
Now, one of the things that I would say Schultz does have going for her is she's played
Oh.
probably 3 of the top 4 teams in the women's field already.
Yep.
Played Potter, Sinclair, and Roth.
Absolutely.
So theoretically,
Clean.
if she can do some damage against the teams that are at the bottom of the draw, she might have a chance at the end of this week.
Yeah, I mean, she really can't afford to lose any more games. It just got to start with 1. If you can get to 4 and 3 at the end, top 3 teams from this field of 8 advanced into the Page playoffs. You can at least be a part of a discussion for possible tiebreakers. But it starts with controlling what you can control, and that means getting a win on the board.
Farrell, sort of in a similar situation. He's played Kristen Clark, Roth, and Sinclair. Still has Potter and Christensen left, teams above her in the standings, so she can have an effect on her own well-being if she can win some games coming up.
Okay, line's good. That's line's still good. Kind of hanging out there.
Other games on the ice include Sheet B, Corey Christensen, Jamie Sinclair. Sheet D, it's Kristen Clark, Cassie Potter. On Sheet E, Becca Wood versus Nina Roth.
9-5.
We have Mitchell Himowitz on the camera this afternoon. Thanks, Mitchell, for getting these great shots with the HD.
Whoa.
Our plan is at the fifth end break to get Brady Clark and Phil Tilker in the booth.
Trouble.
They'll be Price's fifth end break interview. I know we said this before, but I really like Courtney's shoes.
Okay, line's good.
Go
Starting to bend
very
now.
well with their jerseys.
Starting to go.
Courtney was the one that I asked for a shoe recommendation for making your own custom pair of shoes, since her and I slide very, very similarly.
9-5.
Yours have stars and stripes.
Oh, no, mine are nowhere near as fancy as hers. Oh, no. I wish mine were purple.
Good.
So trading hits here.
9.5. Okay.
Sort of the defensive start you might expect from some teams that have struggled a little bit so far.
Just clean. Whoa, then. Just clean. Okay.
Should finish right up to the nose. Heading towards a blank first end.
Yeah, I'd be like 12 to the side. 9.5. 9.5. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Good sweep.
So this is going to be Schultz's last stone here in the first end. I don't want to stick around, make Farrell have to play a hit and roll out for the blank.
Whoa. Just clean. Clean. You can clean it. It's fine. Nice shot. Yep.
So Cora going to have to play the out-turn hit and roll out so that she can maintain hammer in the second.
9 and roll out.
Coming down to skip rocks in all our games. Looks like only Sheet E probably won't be blanked. Between Wood and Roth. Roth lying 3 at the moment with hammer. So Cora Farrell looking to blank. Looks like she's got a good shot.
And so that's going to be a blank in the first end. Cora Farrell is going to maintain hammer into the second end against Jessica Schultz. We'll be right back after this.
Interested in being featured in the 2017-18 USA Curling Club calendar? Members can submit photos by emailing the USA Curling National Office at info@usacurl.org. To ensure consideration, photos must be submitted by May 31st, 2017. The 29th annual Midwest Summer Junior Curling Camp is returning to the Four Seasons Curling Club in Minnesota this July. Mark your calendar for Thursday, July 27th through Sunday, July 30th. Look for registration information this coming spring.
So we're back here in the second end, just getting underway.
Cassie Potter successfully blanks her opening end against Kristen Clark and will keep the hammer. Corey Christensen is stuck on her blank attempt. Or, wait a minute. Oh, no, maybe it was Sinclair stuck on her blank attempt. Scoreboard's a little weird looking.
No, it's Christensen.
Oh, okay. Well, then
So
whoever
Christensen got a steal then.
whoever put the score up on the board has it backwards.
Oh, yeah, well, one or the other. Yeah, you're right.
They've got one in both spots, so I don't know what I'm looking at.
Let's see. Looks like Christensen got the steal.
Yeah, 'cause
They're
she threw
putting it on
first.
the other scoreboard.
So potentially Jamie flashed a blank attempt then.
Oh, wait a minute. They're doing the same thing over there.
Oh, no.
I'm super confused now. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, then.
Wow.
Let's count some rocks, see what happened here.
Well,
That might not even help us if we count rocks.
okay, so
All
it
right,
was
there we go.
a steal of one for Corey Christensen.
There you go. At least somebody's paying attention over there. One of the Anderson sisters there.
9.5.
So it's up to Wood here on sheet E. She's throwing against 4. Nina has the hammer.
Looks like she's playing a freeze. Could be a huge first end for Roth.
Becca's shot winds up being shot stone, but it
Wide open.
wide open.
Nina has an open hit for 5. Possible jam on the far backside, in which case Roth would only get 4.
Of course, if it crossed the face completely, it could
Actually give up a steal,
give up a
potentially.
steal. So
I have a feeling Nina's going to throw it hard enough to make sure that doesn't happen.
I would agree.
If she just makes contact, she's guaranteed a minimum of 3.
I'd like to show you more of highlights from that Wood team. There haven't been that many so far, unfortunately. This wasn't really thrown that hard. But takes her own out, but picks up 4. So Nina Roth gonna start off with a 4-0 lead over Wood. Back to the feature game here. Lots of hits and lots of sticks.
Yeah, not a whole lot to talk about. Just stones going up and down the sheet at the moment. Teams trading open hits.
This is Team Farrell's schedule. See, they got that opening win against Clark. That was a little bit of an unforced error by Clark that kind of secured that victory.
Yeah.
And Schultz lost a close one against Potter. Kind of got blown out of the water by Sinclair, and then kind of let it get away from them against Roth.
Yeah, they were tied into the after the 8th end, but then gave up 4 in the 9th. Nice shot of Sinclair, Schultz's team jerseys. The Eagles.
I'm not sure where that nickname came from. Do you know?
Not at all.
Yeah, they call themselves Team Eagle.
Yeah. I know they have a pretty snazzy team pick in which they're all wearing sunglasses and have American flag bandanas and have what looks like an eagle on one of their arms. That was just their theme this year.
They have some creativity for sure. Continuing to trade hits here. Somebody waiting for the mistake to take advantage of. It's going to hang around the back 12.
Steve to Curl.
I think they're going to get a piece.
Just enough. Here's the shot of Team Schultz's team pick. Photography courtesy of Jeff Thompson Photography.
That doesn't matter.
Trying to sweep it back to middle.
Sorry, I slid like to the T line and let go.
A little bit early, but made the shot as called. Could have maybe made an argument for throwing a center guard.
I think that's what they were hoping to do.
See if you could tease Cora into playing a come around, maybe get a force this end.
A little bit of a bobble out of the hack there.
Whoa.
Thinks she's gonna make the hit, but I'm not gonna save the shooter. A lot of times when you bobble coming out of the hack, you end up throwing a little more, especially on a hit, you end up throwing a little more weight than you want. And that often causes it to run straighter.
Trying to overcompensate a little bit.
Right. You're almost hurrying to get it out of your hands before you lose more of your stability.
That's a move I've made quite a few times.
Just a few?
Well, I said quite a few.
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
All right.
That was last week. Quite a few.
Quite a few times in my game last week.
Right,
I see
same.
how it is. Okay.
Yeah. In fairness, I played 2 games last week,
Oh, wow.
so it was twice as many times.
Be careful.
So Farrell gets a free draw here. She can sort of get an idea what the ice is like. Should stop in the rings.
Little quicker there.
Back of the house isn't bad, I think, if you're throwing that particular shot. Open house, your second to last stone. It's a little further away from the shooter. You maybe get lucky and they wind up a little inside and maybe they miss it. Or you're also a lot closer for your blank attempt at the end, too.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to be.
Doesn't make a world of difference either way.
Gives Jess another chance at this in turn. Much better slide this time around.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Moving over. Yep. Yep. Looks a little down. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Really taking off on her.
Okay.
Got just enough.
This way. Through the ring.
So we're going to get another blank here in the second.
Through.
We're going to see when either of these teams wants to push the action a little bit, try to get some points on the board. Schultz may want to consider starting to force the issue and trying to get the hammer away from Farrell.
Farrell has a really nice delivery.
Yeah, very smooth, very stable.
So there you go. Blank end here in the second. Farrell's going to maintain the hammer. Tied at 0 with Jessica Schultz. We'll be back right after this.
USA Curling Championship events would not be possible without trained officials. Consider experiencing the excitement of championship games from the ice level by becoming a USCA certified Level 1 or Level 2 curling official. All USA Curling member clubs are eligible to receive a 10% discount from Lori Artis, the Pin People, on club pins, medals, keychains, and related products. Members are also eligible to receive an additional 5% off prepaid orders. Visit thepinpeople.ca. Be sure to mention you are a member of the U.S. Curling Association when you're ordering.
So we're back here, feature game. Jessica Schultz, Cora Farrell, tied at 0 in the third.
Looks like Schultz did call the center guard here. And she wants to try to force Farrell into scoring here.
Except they swept it right into the top 12.
I'm not quite sure why they did that.
It doesn't really matter. Looks like Farrell's going to play a corner guard here.
This is gonna.
Guess they both decided enough was enough.
No.
Good line. Lots of room.
This looks like a lot of weight. It's coming down, though.
Sure. Are you sure we're in?
They're sweeping it to get it in, knowing that it's not going to stop.
Yep, right here. That's good sweeping.
Take it behind the tee line. Good awareness there, knowing that it's going to be in. They get it behind the tee line so that Schultz can't hit and roll. Really good awareness.
Yep, then. Yep, all the way hard. Hard. Hard for a piece. Hard, 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 hard. All the way, you guys. Hard, 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 hard.
Oh.
A little tight on the dresser. Try again.
Unforced error.
Yep, Farrell now has a chance to play a tight corner guard. Potter picks up one in the second against
Bottom girl.
Clark.
Ton of
Clark's
girl.
going to have the hammer in the third.
It needs to pull up. It's coming down. It needs to curl too. Still actually more.
Looks like this may be drifting into the house.
No. Sit. Okay, not bad. Yeah. Yeah, Bora. Inside is good too. 9.
They're going to play the double here. Maybe they can get some roll.
9. Up. Hard. 9. Oh. Yep. Yep.
This might be jamming.
Oh,
Nope.
makes it
Nope.
nice.
Makes
And
it
the
over the
roll.
top.
Beautiful shot by Moulton.
Take another look at this. Curls up just enough at the end
9.
to make the roll. Gets it over the top, rolls out the side. Nice play.
Yes.
So we're going to mop things up out front here.
I don't know. Yep. 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 Yep.
It's pretty close.
Still trying to make the second. Oh, can't sweep it. Just gets it out of the rings. Saves their own, too.
Wow.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
Two nice doubles.
Little more. Little more.
I think I see some of the men's teams cheering on the ladies here.
That's fine.
I think I see Team Sobering sitting down there near ice level.
And the house isn't bad. Good line. Wait only. Here. Right here.
It looks like you got the entire Team Sobering, including our coach, sitting there watching the women's games. Nice to see them around.
Looks like they're cheering on Team Wood. Sort of a West Coast connection there.
Yep.
Say 9.5. 9.5.
So Nina Roth in that game sitting one. Hammer to come here for Wood.
Wood actually made a really nice shot on her first one. Made a short run back against three buried Rothstones. It sits second, but Roth just guarded her shot stone top button. Not sure Becca has a shot except to draw for one.
Could
Watch
jam,
the jam here. Oh. What is it? Jams? Is it on the house?
I don't think so.
I would guess not.
Back here.
So we're going to try another corner guard here for Farrell.
Corey Christensen stole another point in the second end. Now has a 2-0 lead over Jamie Sinclair.
Up. Can you go here? Yep. Right here. Yes. Even. No. Okay, that's fine.
So Schultz in the 4-foot. Farrell going to have to do something with it.
Becca Wood attempted a draw to the button to pick up one, but was a long ways heavy, slipped to the back 12. So a steal of one for Nina Roth, now has a 5-0 lead in that match.
Gonna stick around back 12.
Just confirming what we believe, that stone way over to the right side, almost out of play, is now left side, almost out of play, is not actually touching the house.
Some good sweeping here. He holds the line, keeps it in play. It's gonna stick in the house also.
Very nice.
Very good.
You know, Team Schultz has been living up the social media presence. This needs to curl up to stay. Don't think it's going to. Well,
I want to be sure here.
yeah, you definitely want to make sure.
You can't break out the biter bar now.
No, you can only measure it after the end is concluded. You'd feel pretty foolish if you threw it through and then Team Schultz called for the measure,
Right.
and it ended up being on.
Right.
But we've heard both skips say that they're pretty sure that's off, so probably won't call for the measure, I would imagine.
Pretty close, but I do think it's out.
I would guess that's off.
Mitchell spot on with the camera work there. It looks like we're going to have another blank end here in the third. Let's see.
No,
We're going to break out the biter bar.
It's up to the Vices to agree. No, they're going to call it off.
So there you go. Blank end in the third. We'll be back right after this.
USA Curling is committed to providing high-quality webcasts of this and other national events now and into the future, and has partnered with TESN in doing so. Please join the Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation and the Plainfield Curling Club in improving the video quality of future national championship webcasts. The Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation will make a matching gift of $20,000 to support the continuation of and improvements to the USA Curling webcasts, including a transition to full high-definition web stream coverage. To find out more and make a donation, please visit donate.usacurl.org.
Thanks so much to Bill Peskoff at Plainfield Curling Club and his family foundation for making that $20,000 matching gift. You can donate today and help get this webcast to the next level. If you've been enjoying the HD camera work of Mitchell and Chris Rimple, some of the other folks we've had down there, you can help make sure that all of our cameras at our next big national event are of that quality. Please donate today. Go to usacurl.org. So it looks like we're going to try to mix it up again. Center guard goes up. Looks like Farrell was calling for a corner guard.
Get some rocks in play here.
Back quadrant. Where is it? Yeah. Sit. Good.
Ooh, it just checked up in time. Stephanie Seneker throwing her second rock. I'd like to wish Snakers a happy 29th birthday.
A little hot here. Back four. Okay. Still a little heavy.
Line looks nice, but they're calling out a heavy. Come out the other side a little bit.
Just a hair deep. Well, looks like we are going to mix it up here. Calling the freeze.
Braxton settles out front.
Yep.
It's an interesting situation on sheet D. Looks like Kristen Clark might have a biter on the side 12, and there might be a biter for Potter in the back 12. Guess we'll know how they call this as to whether or not either of those is on.
If I was Jess, I might consider coming the other way at this shot. This is very, very tough to get through this port. And even if you do, it's going to come out the other side.
Just trying to stop this maybe top 8.
Jordan gets through nicely.
Good shot, Jordan.
Did just peek out the other side there. Oh, but a pretty good spot though.
Yeah, it stopped nicely.
So Kristen Clark got 2 there, so that her biter was biting. Made the little hit and stick, got her 2s.
Just gonna take the guard. Wouldn't be a real bad thing if she was able to catch that outside red a little bit and raise it into the house. It'd probably go right behind that corner guard.
Lexi Lanigan. Tons of corner guards there now. If they can ever get behind one of those, they'd be in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Only thing is it's difficult to play any kind of raise on those. Did line up the double raise on the center one and the right one. Lined up right into the 4-foot area.
Really tight, maybe in. Yeah, it might be top 12. Really tight. Yeah, we're just tight. We're coming 12 foot.
Just a little heavy, but not too bad.
No, not the worst. Farrell can get a couple of these rocks moving. Don't think all three can fly.
Are you making a prediction?
Oh, no. I'm making a slightly educated guess. Only slightly. So give it no credence whatsoever.
One of these days, we're gonna have to Facebook Live the booth while we do a game.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. That'd be funny, but I'm not sure it's a good
It
idea.
might be fun.
Yeah.
Well, not if we
I don't
know
know. Maybe later this week.
You never know.
Announce to people that they can watch us commentate if they're really bored.
Well, we'll have to turn down the sound.
Well, yes, definitely
You can
turn the
just
sound down.
you can just see us.
Yeah. Sometimes the body language can get a little interesting in here. See what goes on behind the scenes during a broadcast.
So tons of rocks here in play. Schultz gets rid of the most dangerous red.
Sits 2, but
Could double these out.
those 2 can be removed.
No, this is the double. Can always do this.
Joe, can you answer that one?
When will the previous games be online to view? I'm keeping an archive list. I'm sure they will be up shortly. I don't know exactly when. It's not really up to us. I can ensure that the folks at USA Curling have that, and I know that they have an interest in getting it up there, so I would say sooner rather than later. But that means their website was down for maintenance yesterday, so we weren't able to update anything. So gonna be looking over at sheet E. It looks like a steal of 4 for Nina Roth.
Another attempted draw slid through. 9-0, Nina Roth up after 3 ends.
Or you like this? 9-5. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Live look into sheet C.
Got things moving, but
Yeah, Jamie was trying a cross sheet double to pick up as many as 4. But hit it, looks like a little too fat. Went over the top of the back one and gives up what looked like another steal to Corey Christensen. Couldn't tell what turn she played. I think it needed to curl. I think she was trying to.
She played the intern, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be a third straight steal of 1 for Corey Christensen, now leading 3-0. It's interesting because the shot stone was actually open. Jamie could have played an open hit for 2, opting to take on the more difficult but more rewarding shot, but couldn't quite pull it off. Risk reward.
Still early in the game over there.
Still got a way to go. Yeah, Jordan can go. Go, Jordan. Yep. Actually, right here is okay. All right, that's fine, Jessica.
Nice draw weight there, settles into the top 4.
Last chance here for Farrell to hide one, get her deuce.
See just all of it. You might be able to get a little flip under there with, say, hack weight. You don't necessarily even need to remove it. You could also just throw back line, make the roll under, push it to the back of the 12-foot.
Looks like she's going to be throwing a little harder than that, this line.
Oh, I hope she's throwing board at the most. I'd like to see her throw hack, try to go aggressively for this roll. Fourth end is a really nice time to get your first points of the game.
It's more like
It's almost like control hit weight.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
thinking.
no way is this rolling under the guards. This has to curl just to stay, actually. Might roll across the other side.
And then maybe in the plan the whole time.
Wow. Yeah, if she was trying to make the roll into the corner, that was just too much weight.
Just gotta watch that jam is the thing. You don't want to stick that one. Okay.
Jessica Schultz needs to stick around here to avoid a blank attempt.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Doesn't want to
Gotta
jam.
avoid the jam, too. Well, avoids the jam. Gets away with it. Finally have our first score of the game here. One way or the other. Farrell looking to hit and stick to take 1.
That's a prediction. That's a prediction right there.
Someone's
going to score.
Okay. Would you like to tell me how they could like this?
Listen, I'm sure it could be done. Not with this shot.
Well, considering it's the last shot of the end.
Well, I'm just saying if they chose, to try.
Cross house double and roll out the side? Okay.
Yeah. Do or do not, there is no try.
I got it.
This does look like it's going to be a nose hit for 1 for Farrell.
Look at that. I was right.
There you go. You got a prediction right. 1 for 12.
It's not that good.
So there you go. Cora Farrell picks up her single here in the 4th end against Jessica Schultz, and we'll be back right after this.
The 2017 Men's and Women's Arena National Championships will be held at the Compton Family Ice Arena at the University of Notre Dame in late April. If you're a fan of the Fighting Irish or just love a well-played curling match, head on down to the arena to cheer on your favorite club team. Do you have questions about championships, courses, or other USA curling events? Do you want information about club development? Members and emerging clubs are encouraged to contact the national office toll-free at 888-CURLERS or through email at info@usacurl.org with questions or requests.
So we're back here in the 5th, and I have neglected to do my price check. Let's see if Price is listening to me. You out there, Price? See, that's all my fault. I was supposed to go to him last end, and I got entranced into the hit festival that we had. No, that's all my fault.
Good job, Joe.
I know, I did it again. We'll get to Price in just a few minutes, I'm sure. He's probably checking on our 5th end break guest.
So that stone slipping behind the tee. Not really a threat. Jess is going to have Stephanie throw the corner guard, try to generate some offense of their own.
You know, he couldn't have done a price check because the microphone was behind us.
Oh, well, that would explain it
so
too.
It's only partly my fault.
Let's just say everybody dropped the ball on that one.
It's all right. Everything is just fine. So teams will probably mix it up again here. Farrell looking to cover up her stone in the back 8, make it a little bit better here.
Hard, real tight. All right.
So ends up being a real tight center guard. A little surprised Jess is going after this.
Could
There
just
you go.
draw
Yeah,
too. I think I like the draw better.
I like the draw too, and I think that's what she decided to do.
That stone in the back 8 was not really of much consequence.
T-line. T to back 8. T to back 8.
Well, Kristen Clark is giving Cassie Potter all she can handle here.
Shot.
Going to be sitting 2. Potter's last stone coming.
8-5.
Not sure I see much for Cassie to get to herself. She's going to have to play a tap back on a stone covering the pin to pick up 1.
Farrell takes the corner guard right out of play. Nice peel.
Very nice peel.
Just really does not like that stone in the back of the house. And I think she wants to play something off of it.
I know.
It's so early in the end. You could probably play at least one or two more
You
corners.
could throw at least a couple more corners.
So Jordan looking to play a hit, get a little roll. It's curling pretty good. Gonna get it by the guard, I think.
Yeah, they're by. Get some separation.
Oh, beautiful shot there, and got the roll underneath.
Only concern with that is it's behind the tee line and behind that center guard. If Farrell ever makes a roll, that stone is going to provide some backing for Farrell.
So looking to play the hit and roll, maybe get the double if it's just right.
Cassie Potter successfully executes the tap to score a 1. Ties that game at 2-all. Maybe get
Pretty close.
Maybe get the thin double.
Oh, spins it over the top. Yeah.
Kind of caught in between there.
Yeah, if you had known you were going to get hit it that way, you might want to sweep it, hit it with a thinner so you stick a little better and push the Yellowstone further out in the open. Instead, Schultz now has a rock that she can hit and roll back under that guard. Again, it would be behind the tee line, though.
Yeah, and this stone's behind the tee line. I wouldn't mind actually seeing her just draw around that guard. Draw around, get it top of the 4 foot. You can hit this later. Gotta go to get by, and I gotta go to stay. Uh-oh.
Get by, tick it out. But now, good opportunity here for Farrell. Just draw around her own. You can see on your left the statistical percentages of each player at each position. So a bit heavy there. Leaves that rock out in the open. You could draw on the outturn side. But let's see what she decides to do. Looks like she's going to try to draw on the inturn side.
I'd really, really like to see her draw one way or the other.
I really like the outturn draw better than the intern, but it, you know, if you could throw this and it can over curl to the outturn side just as easy as you throw it there and leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly worried about an over curl of some sort. I'd like to just see them get shot stone behind that cover. That red stone is so far back that it's just not a really big
they gotta
factor
go to
at
get
the
it
moment.
by this thing.
They gotta go for weight too. This is light. Get it in. And it's just barely in.
Well, you want one behind it. It's slightly behind. Not exactly covered, but it's deeper. That's what you asked for, Sean. Your prediction. Another prediction.
No, wait a minute.
Oh,
I did not.
You don't want to take credit for that?
No, I didn't predict anything.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
All right. I was trying to give you credit for something.
You should know better than that.
All right, so Farrell now can come around sit 2. So front sheet E, Nina steals another 3. Now up 12-0. Becca really hasn't had many shots in that game.
Well, she's had a couple of fairly open shots. I know she had at least a couple of draws that were really just touch 4 foot, and none of them have really been anywhere close. That was what looked like a hit and stay for one on a stone that she could see almost the entire thing of, and barely even made contact. Coming up at the 5th end break, we do have Brady Clark and Phil Tilker on their way. Running a little bit tight on time, so we'll get to them when we can.
So Farrell's first here in the 5th. Scoring area got shrunk down a little bit. Let's see if they can weld one on there. By the guard by plenty. Tried to get it to move, but it's going to just pop out in the open. Schultz going to remain shot rock.
Good chance to set up a 2 for sure. Could maybe even get 3 here.
Apparently our 5th end break guest is stuck in traffic. Gonna get here as soon as he can.
So we may be talking to him as a 5.5 end guest.
Or we'll switch to another game and
Yep.
come back to them.
Just get them in when they get here.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. That looks like a little more than T.
We could switch over to sheet B until Brady would get here
Might as well.
during the break. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, Jess's draw there quite a bit heavy. Sits in there for second, but both behind the tee line.
Gives Farrell an out.
Gives her an out, but it's a pressure shot. She doesn't make this good. She's going to give Jess a chance for a big 3.
Sorry, Sean and I are both looking at each other because I think we're feeling vibrations in the building. I don't know what was going on there. It felt like a tiny little tremor.
That's where a freight train was going by or something. I don't know what that was.
Hadn't felt that before up here.
Cora Farrell's final stone in the 5th end, looking for a freeze. I'll have to go for weight on this one. Oh, it won't get by. Weight was pretty close on that. I think the sweepers got off that for just a moment. It might have gotten by.
Well, one half of our dynamic duo has arrived. Phil Tilker making an appearance here. He'll be the subject of our 5th end break interview, and we'll talk to Brady afterwards, maybe.
The Tilk in the house.
So Jess Schultz here with an open draw to full 8-foot. Get her 3.
Line's good. 3 to 4 foot. Yep, it's curling. Yep.
Gotta make sure they get it by.
Yep.
It's really cutting.
Yep, we gotta get it by.
Trying to sneak it in there. Not going to happen. So Schultz picks up a deuce here in the 5th, and she's going to take a 2-1 lead into the break. We'll be right back just after this.
Thanks for watching the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. If you have a question or comment for Joe, BA, or the rest of the TESN.US broadcast booth, reach out to them on Twitter using the hashtag CurlingNationals.
All right, Price Atkinson back here at the 5th end break. Xfinity Arena is joined by Phil Tilker. A little bit of hometown flavor here, Phil. Thanks for stopping in and talking a little curling with us in the 5th end break.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully we might be joined by one Brady Clark here as we're getting underway. But if not, we're going to have some fun. But, you know, defending champs here, what is it like playing here at home? You get to play, you're out at Granite Curling Club, a Seattle native. What is it like getting to play here as the defending champs this week?
I think the best part about it is we got a lot of hometown support. You've probably seen some of the different signs been going around. Lots of fans cheering. So I think that's probably the biggest thing is everyone who's been supporting us year long gets to actually come and see us play.
And I saw you sent a message when you were on the ice on the sheet nearest to us. I think Sheet E. You had some of the Peanut Gallery and friends over here with the Fatheads. I saw you send a little message to those guys midway through the game. I won't say what that message was. It was funny. I got a chuckle. I'm glad you didn't hear me laughing because it was hilarious. But as we're joining also here by Brady Clark, you know, you guys get a big win this morning over Alex Leichter, and you get ready for this afternoon. You know, just talk about where you guys are. 4-1, I believe, right now, looking really good. How do you feel like you guys are playing, Brady?
Well, we're playing really well. A lot of confidence out there. We've had a few spots that maybe we can pick it up a bit, but at the end of the day, we're 4-1. We're tied for second place. We're right where we need to be. We're playing Todd Burr. He's at the same position as us. They've been a great team. I think we've been pretty much split all season.
6 times this year, and we're 3-3.
So it's a rubber match. It's a big game.
Yeah. Now, I know you guys are concentrating on what's worried about you. Scoreboard watching at all to see what maybe some of the other teams are doing? I mean, obviously, Heater McCormick off to a little bit of a rough start. Now 2-3 after his win this morning. But do you watch? Are you kind of keeping an eye on that, possibly with what can happen with the points in Worlds?
Well, I mean, that's important, right? You know, at the end of the day, we have to focus on ourselves, and we have to put ourselves in a position to, you know, make the playoffs, and then hopefully, you know, have a shot at going to Worlds. And so, I mean, everybody's probably got their eye on McCormick because everybody knows if they're in the top 3, they're going to the Worlds.
Right.
If they're outside of the top 3, you know, Schuster, Brown, and ourselves we have destiny in our hands. We can go win it, and we can go to the Worlds. So, yeah, I mean, we're keeping an eye on them, but I don't want to say I don't care about anyone else, but you know, main thing is we've just got to keep playing better and improving.
All right, what was it like, Phil, on Saturday night here? You know, first Nationals, 20 years, you know, the anniversary since Granite Curling Club in Seattle, the Seattle area, last had it. What was it like? You guys introduced last to the crowd. I mean, obviously there was a buzz. Everybody, the loudest cheers were for you guys, the Fatheads. And what was it like? A lot of family, friends, you know, members of your club here cheering you guys on. It had to have been pretty special.
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of the Jacksonville last year was a pretty raucous crowd a little bit, but a lot of our family and friends were back home. We were just watching streaming, getting to see one game here, one game there. It's great. Now we've got our friends and family coming out. They're seeing all of our games. It's always interesting to see what new sign will show up tomorrow. So yeah, it definitely, you know, this is a lot kind of like when we had the Worlds in Victoria. All of our family and friends got to come watch. Same thing here.
Yeah. I guess the sign Clark Week, it's not going away all week. It's Clark Week all week, right, Brady?
It's definitely Clark Week. We've got some great signs. You know, Steve from Fast Signs has been printing those up and having a great time. You know, whether it's Pooh Bear or Clark Week or Clark Attack, you know, kind of like a shark attack. I like it. It's my favorite's probably with me, my picture of my ugly face on a shark. So you got to just enjoy that. That's just having a good time. And love to see the crowds this weekend. We're hoping to see, you know, really strong crowds throughout the week.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a little light yesterday, maybe a little bit this morning, but, you know, morning games are tough. Everybody's got day jobs, right? So.
All right, Brady, you've done most everything in curling. Clearly, it's no secret that Olympic itch is what you're trying to scratch. And trials later this year, you know, this fits into trials and qualifying for the Olympics. How?
Well, first of all, there's a few ways that you can qualify for the Olympic trials directly.
Yeah.
And you guys have probably covered some of that.
Yep.
Year to date, top 15 this year, or year to date, 2-year rolling, top 15. So I don't believe anybody accomplished that goal this year. And so, what you need to do is you need to make it to Worlds this year and get a top 5 finish at the Worlds. That punches your ticket. If you don't do that, you're relying on discretionary picks. And winning last year, and if we have a real strong finish this year, I'd like to think that we have a real good shot, but we would much rather control that ourselves and go earn the spot. So,
all right, for both of you guys, what's the best part of playing here, locally this week? Obviously, family and friends coming out, getting to sleep in your own bed at night and getting good night's rest. I mean, what's the best part about staying home to play for a full week?
I think the best part for me is my wife and son were able to come out and see a game here or there.
Yep.
Where if we were elsewhere, that wouldn't be happening.
Brady?
I think, having all the friends and my parents are here, my son's been able to come watch. Having Sean handing out the pin when I came down there to start the event during opening ceremonies, that was pretty special. It was a pretty cool moment to have him standing there handing me the pin. But having a hometown support, that's probably the best part. And we're trying to just focus on this week like we would be anywhere else and try to avoid as much as possible day-to-day distractions.
Sure. All right, for people watching at home, especially here in the greater Seattle area, what do you say? Come out if they've never seen curling, come to the arena, Xfinity Arena here in Everett. It's a guaranteed good time. Tell them what they can experience.
Well, I think there's 5 games going on, a lot of action, a lot of rocks in play. Depending on if they want to come watch the women or the men, who they want to check out. It's Valentine's Day. It's a great date night, I think, tonight. Come out and have a beer, cheer the athletes on. The interesting thing about curling, I think, is just that, we're all average people. I mean, we're all, we're average Joes, and they can be hanging on the rail and be talking to us, asking us questions, just like we did back in Jacksonville. And this year we've had some fans right there, having a good time and interacting with the fans, whether it's Hamilton or whether it's Philip Tilker, I don't know, whoever you want to talk to. People are pretty personable and having a good time. So I just think the atmosphere is going to be rocking later in this week, and I think people start filling the stands and seeing how much fun it is here. It's warm. It's a lot warmer than people probably think. Some people might think it's cold, but they're really doing a nice job of managing the temperature for the spectators, and 8 great ice surfaces and a lot of great shots going on out here.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. So, guys, really appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us as the hometown team here in Everett. Let's send it back over to Joe in our feature match between Cora Farrell, Team Bear, and Jessica Schultz right now.
Thanks so much, Brady. Phil, appreciate it. Thanks, Bryce. So we're back here to the feature matchup between Schultz and Farrell. Schultz with a 2-1 lead here in the 6th. Farrell has the hammer. Going to see some rocks in play, it looks like. Farrell's got 2 in the house. The 1st and 3rd. So looks like we got a final over on Sheet E. Roth takes another 3. End up 15-0. It's a rough outing there for Team Wood. A little fortunate there. I like this shot a lot, if they can make it.
10-5.
Sort of a control weight hit around this guard.
I don't know if it's makeable with control weight. Might be there with hacker, very light board.
Oh, wow. Nice looking shot there.
Gets about as close to nose as you dare.
So sitting 1st and 3rd again.
Another nose hit will do well for Jess. A little roll inside would sure be nice too.
A little bit more. Just a touch more. Just a little more. Outside roll. Okay.
See how far this rolls. Gonna wind up third shot. A little too much. Now, interesting. How aggressive do you want to be here? I think I would want to hit the one that was shot first, and then deal with this.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty aggressive call here.
It is a very aggressive call. I'm not against it. You can kind of protect that red second shot stone by doing this and make that yellow third shot for Schultz a hindrance to them. It's early enough in the end. I don't think it's a bad call.
Yeah, I don't. You know, you wind up short. You're sort of guarding your shot stone.
Yeah, I know, and that's exactly what's. Yeah, so that's not the worst outcome.
Yeah.
If
your
it was
second shot, I mean, you know, that's not bad.
Yep. If it was later in the end, like if you were in the third stones, I'd probably go ahead and hit that shot stone. Gets in there for second, but it's behind the tee line.
Looking to play the double.
I thought the hit and roll was just the call, wasn't it?
I think they lost
The
it.
double is an option.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, it just bounces just a little too much.
Yeah, once again, like we saw earlier, just caught in between. I thought the call initially was to hit and roll, but then they tried to turn it into the double.
It's up to you. I just let you know I've got the whole thing in case you thought I didn't. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's do that. All right. Forward plus.
This has got a curl.
Good for the hit.
They could jam this.
You could actually play the double if this comes up just enough.
That works.
Well, make the double.
That worked out all right.
Stays for second. Not a bad result at all.
Yeah.
Let's go here.
Pretty much discounts any possibility of that redstone being put on the scoreboard.
Only for weight. Little tight. Seven. Mine. Mine only. Mine. Mine is okay. Mine's tight. Yes.
Oh, I just lost that. Still want to get this in. Well, it's in there for fifth count.
Hello. I thought I was going to throw 3 rocks this end.
I don't think that's allowed, Courtney. Nice try, though.
That's good.
So sitting 2 with a center guard. Just has a good opportunity to bury one, potentially steal.
Little more, Court. Yep. Speed sustain. Line's nice. Gotta wait. It's taking its time, Curl. Needs to move. We're gonna have to use this red one. Step.
Trying to chap off of that now.
Girl, avoid the bounce.
Oh, missed it. Pretty much where they wanted to be in the first place.
I didn't know it was that deep, but we're gonna use that red one.
I think it's just as well that you didn't and kept this one just in front of the tee line. Could have wrecked, but may have pushed that red in further. Still ended up in a decent spot. Maybe a foot deeper than just wanted it.
Make sure I'm 7-8, okay? We do need to get shots, so we need to tap that yellow a bit. Okay?
She's so polite. Okay.
Well, and she's got a very, she's got a good point.
Yep.
If she just freezes to this, Jess is just going to guard it, and she's
She'll have nothing.
She's not really going to have a shot, so they do need to move this. Got to tap it just about frozen to the one behind it to be sitting count.
Wait, should be good, right?
Line only. Is it up? 8. Let it curl. It will move. Yep, you can go if you need to. Yep.
I like this line. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to finish. There it goes.
Whoa. Yep.
Oh,
Don't
they might
lose
have-
it.
I think they lost it.
Oh, did they wait too long? Yeah, they did.
Oh, so close.
How to get on that?
But you know what? I don't think they can really do much with that. All they can do is really guard. You just sort of have that run in.
Does she still have this on this side?
I don't know. I wonder if you can ever get to the nose on the outturn side.
You guys have this?
I think you can.
You might be able to, yeah.
I think you,
We could come.
That's,
I wouldn't throw any more than back line if you were going to play that. I don't know. You ever,
Even if you're like on the center line, close to center. Yeah. Going for about top 8. We'll sweep it to a good place. Okay.
I don't know. You ever take a pass to that outturn side, throw about back 12 to back line, move that back and roll your shooter buried, you're going to
Right now, but I think we gotta freeze to try to protect the 2.
potentially put a lot of pressure on Cora. But just content to protect the single that's in there.
8 foot weight.
That's probably going to leave Cora the tap on that stone.
Line's nice.
Wanted to be top 8 foot. This is well short.
So you could try to tap the one you just threw, get 2 that way. You could try to run the one in the top 12.
Yeah, I don't think playing the tap you're ever getting 2. That would be just for 1. The only way to get 2 is to fire that red on the top right into there. It's a little bit dangerous with all those yellows in there too. They're going to call a timeout. Coach Bill Rhyme will come down and have a conversation. Got a measure coming on sheet D between Potter and Clark.
What? How much do you have on it? What? I think I need, back 8.
Back 8 weight.
Okay.
Okay. Move. Hit the outside edge of our red one.
Yep.
Slice the yellow one this way. And we end up with 1. I mean, it's possible to get 2 with it.
Yeah, it
Possible,
is.
but just make sure we get 1.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking back 8 weight. Back 8 to back 12 is fine. Nothing's going to go very far with that weight. So, okay?
Okay.
With the out turn, okay?
Yeah. No, this. Oh. Well, wait, I only have a 6. Okay. Okay.
So a little miscommunication there in the timeout. And I can tell by your body language, John, that you disagree with this call.
Well, no, I don't mind the call. I actually think this is probably the correct shot to play. I don't think there's any way you can get 2 playing this shot because you'd have to move that stone that's currently count all the way out of the 4 foot.
With back 12, you can make it curl with sweeping. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think back 12 would be.
I don't know. I can tell by my own body language I don't like this call.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, if you're... I don't know. I think it's just as easy to play this other one.
I mean, you've really only got 2 shots. You've either got this for 1 or you've got that slash on the left for 2, and that's a little bit dangerous just because of all the yellows.
Yeah, but you're never going to throw this so hard that you're going to hurt yourself that bad. You only have to move that yellow one a little bit if you make it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if, let's say you were to hit your own, you're not spilling both of those rocks out of position to give up more than 1. I don't know. I think this is a conservative call that has a 0 chance of getting 2.
Oh, my.
It's trying to work its way back.
It's got to curl a long, long, long way.
I think it's pretty close.
Oh, there it goes, actually.
In fact, they may lose it. Oh, are you
she
kidding me? Oh, you see what you did? Had 0 chance of getting 2, and that's exactly what she did, was get 2. Wow, what a great shot.
All right. One of these days I'll learn my lesson. Apparently not today. Good Lord.
Oh, I was right with you there.
Oh, what a fantastic shot.
Terrific
Making
shot.
fools out of both of us. That's why we're up here and not down there.
Great shot by Cora Farrell. Picks up her 2 and now leads Jessica Schultz 3-2 after 6. We'll be back right after this.
College curling teams from around the country are currently competing to earn a spot at the 2017 USA Curling College National Championships. The top 16 teams will compete for the national title March 10th through the 12th at the Utica Curling Club in Utica, New York. USA Curling offers sport education programs geared towards increasing the level of curling knowledge throughout the country. Programs in ice making, instruction, officiating, and coaching are offered in various locations each year. Check out the calendar on the USA Curling website, usacurl.org, to find a course near you.
So back to it for the 7th end. Cora Farrell with an absolutely lovely shot to pick up 2 that I foolishly thought wasn't there. And we all know how that goes. If I say it's not there, it probably is. You should throw it. You're probably going to make it. So before we get too far into this, we're going to do a price check. See if we can talk to Mr. Atkinson out there. Price, are you with us?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm down here, ice side. Sorry, I was caught up in a little bit of a conversation with the boss lady, but down over here, I tell you, we talked to Cassie last night after I talked to her in the win last night, 7-5 over Corey. You can tell that being down here ice side, you can see Stephanie, you can see them all having a lot of fun. Now they're locked in a 3-3 game in the 7th, just starting the 7th over here with Christian Clark, but they're having a lot of fun down here, and you can see it in the smiles on their faces, just the way they're playing. But also talked to one of the ice technicians a little bit earlier. He heard when I said that it seemed colder in here today, and he came over and said, you know, actually it's half a degree warmer in the facility today at this as yesterday. So I thought that was a little interesting because it certainly didn't feel like it, and I told him that, but he made sure he wanted to let us know that. So back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Price. I know I myself had thought that it was a little bit colder, and a couple of the athletes down the ice said the same, but one thing about icemen, they tend to know pretty much everything about the building, and if they say it's a half degree warmer, I believe it. So Farrell sitting shot. This was supposed to be a center guard, but a long ways heavy and a long ways deep. In there for 2. But Jess is not going to pay attention to those. Going to make use of that corner guard that she established. Slides back for 3rd shot. Nice shot there from Steph. Would ideally like that a couple feet higher, but it's completely sunk. So Cora doesn't have a lot of good options except to peel at guard. The peel. Shooter hangs around, providing some level of protection for those 2 reds, but you would much rather have lost that completely. I think that guard is probably more useful to Jess than Cora right now. Jordan's going to be looking for a hit in a short roll. This needs to come up. We're rolling the wrong way. See, that's left a double. Got to hit a little bit inside a nose to make them both fly. Doesn't make the double, but it's a pretty good result. Sitting 2, and there is definitely no double on those, so just with no choice but to play the come around. Probably don't want to go all the way to the freeze. That would leave another freeze back for Farrell. These have been finishing very, very hard. A little bit of a bounce off. So the guard is long enough you could throw probably back line and bump that out, but Kate preferring to just freeze. This has got a lot of weight. This needs to curl. This might be breezing. Oh. That's just an overthrow right there. Too much weight. So give Courtney George a chance to bury a second one. This one also looks a little heavy. That was quite a ways heavy. That was back 12, almost back line, I would say. Result is sitting 2, but both behind the tee line. A good freeze could get Farrell out of this end with a force. I'm going to opt for the hit instead. A little bit of panic there at the end. Thought maybe she lost it. Makes the hit, but now Jess would like to hit and roll to the right as we look at it, get some separation, and have a good setup to pick up 2 this end. This is going to be rolling the wrong way. Well, sits 2. Get awfully deep. Don't think you can double those. If you hit that top one, that second one's just going to jam directly on the red. Wouldn't be so bad if you just threw like a board weight, got rid of one, and just stayed in front of the other one. That would force a tough shot out of Jess. Looks like Cora's now going to opt for the freeze. Little bit risky. The server doesn't come off right. think the pro side here would be to be just a shade strong, let this get up to the nose. Small tap would create a wall behind the stone the Cora is about to throw and make it very, very difficult to remove.
No, seven. 6, 7. Lead only. 7. Line is, oh, no line, no line.
He needs to move. There it goes. Small tap won't be so bad here. That's a very nice shot. Very, very nice shot.
Good call, guys.
I think Jess can hit this on the nose. She'll lose the one behind it, but I think the third shot at the moment would stay. Maybe wiggle under the guard or play a hit and roll. Maybe get 2 buried.
It drags better. If you play into it, you're cutting it into the 6 rock, and then it's not gonna squirt out.
So right here, probably.
Yeah.
Fire up the replay machine.
Really like her hitting this.
The other thing you can do is you can try to tap it and move it around.
No, don't do that. That's not as much fun.
Well, and I don't really know if that's actually going to help anything. Just a tap is not going to break loose that yellow behind it very far. This red's going to stay right where it is.
Time.
Oh, they're calling timeout.
You could just kind of squirt this around, leave this open, and then be sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
She'll be 1 though, right? And then
Yeah.
does she guard then?
Yeah, I mean, that's a bold move.
It doesn't just stay here? And the shooter.
Yeah, I don't think we want to throw huge weight.
Okay.
I'll just jiggle them up a little bit.
Coach Doug Pottinger.
Actually, that's probably the best, is if you just stay on
Coming
top
out.
of it.
Yeah, I would like to keep the shooter then right here. Or
Yep.
just so we can use it, right? Because otherwise we're gonna have this. Well, either peel and have it here, right? But then these both go. This goes. And our shooter might not stay around. Just board weight, board plus weight. Tap some things around. Shooter stays about here. Yeah. Risky. One. Focus. The
It'll
only
just
thing
spill off over
is
here.
it makes my last shot that much harder to get 1, maybe 2. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if we do it, we have to stick. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's it. We've got some options with that, even if it actually just stays on the nose of it.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
Okay.
I just, with the down weight,
It's a little tough where the guard is.
yeah, it's tough.
But
Well, like normal or like control-ish. But
you.
even there we have a ton of rocks in the back of the house, and no way of getting to this really. My last one, like this baby.
Okay. You want to blast it then?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put it right on the nose.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, yeah. I know they were talking about, they think if they blast this, both the yellows are going to fly.
I'm not sure about that.
Well,
other one.
yeah, I don't really see. I mean, it might go skittering back into the back 8 foot somewhere, but I don't think it's going to go flying out of the rings at all. I think the one that's second shot will probably be gone, but that's okay. I think if you just play this as a good hit and roll, basically just try to bounce off of this, roll under the guard. I really think that yellow is going to stay. Maybe it's not going to stay where it is, of course, but I think it could potentially stay for, a potential point.
I'm more curious about where the rock that they're going to hit is going to go.
It's going to squeeze the other side of the 4 foot at least. I don't think it's going to go super far. Jess can certainly throw weight. Let's see how much of a liar she makes me.
Whoa.
You aren't touching this.
Nope.
Just misses.
Hey, Jess.
And that back one didn't go anywhere.
Well, it's under the guard.
Yeah, this thing just buzzes by the guard.
Wasn't enough action there to get that spinning.
Yeah, I like that shot. I don't know that I would have thrown peel it. I might have just thrown normal. Tried to just play it like a hit and roll behind the guard, because you save the one you throw, and we saw that one stayed there. You could have maybe.
How much better would it have been if you had one more rock behind there, right?
Well, right, you'd be sitting 2 buried, and suddenly it's looking good. Now, Cora with a good freeze can take the whole end away. I did like the discussion. I really liked the discussion they had with Doug. Talked about all the options, and I think she ended up playing the right shot. Just would have liked to have saved her thrown rock.
Clark got a steal of 1 in the 7th. Now leads 4-3 over Potter.
Cora showing some lovely draw weight. Makes another great freeze.
Beautiful.
Jess with no options but to draw to a full 4 foot to pick up a single point.
And that Sinclair-Christensen matchup, Sinclair sitting shot stone, has a chance to draw for second shot with her last. Christensen has the hammer, up by 2.
Need full 4 footer.
Gotta go wait. You guys got it. Take a look. Take a look. Whoa,
Full 4.
All you.
No backer yet. Full 4. Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Losing line on this. Gotta go.
Hard, girls. Gotta go hard.
Harder.
That's right.
Doesn't get there.
All right. 1 red.
Steal a 1 for Farrell. Gonna put her up 4-2. She'll still have the hammer in the 8th end. We'll be back right after this.
Do you want access to exclusive discounts at over 300 online stores? Members of USA Curling can save between 20 and 75% off brands like Carhartt, Merrill, Nike Vision, OtterBox, Purina Pro Plan, and more. To sign up, go to experticity.com, that's EXPERTICITY, and use the member code found in the latest edition of the U.S. Curling News. USA Curling congratulates the Grand National Curling Club, the regional organization serving the East Coast, for reaching their sesquicentennial anniversary. Keep an eye out for Grand National 150, the curling celebration, a new book documenting the GNCC's first 150 years in the sport. The book will be available this spring.
So we're back here in our featured game, but we got a score update over on sheet B. Sinclair with a steal at 2. Christensen throws what we call a shark, one that just drifts a little bit too deep, and you're putting your hand over your head like a tomahawk, John.
Yeah,
Just too hot.
Yeah, she had a draw to basically touch 4 foot to full 4, and it was all the way through.
Kind of like corner.
So that game is all knotted up now at 4. Christensen still with the advantage in having the hammer in the even.
Halfway to tight.
Well, it's tight.
Halfway.
Oh man, I think Price, we might have another Price check coming. I think we do. Price, are you down there? Hold on 1 second, Price. Okay.
Nice throw.
Hey guys, here with Jason Smith, Smitty, and a little bit of a smirk on Smitty's face right now. I don't know if you guys have been monitoring the social media 12th in sports lately, but Smitty is in the process of possibly pulling off something very big for Friday's Celebrity Mock Jock Media Game. Smitty, tell them about it.
Yep. So while I was broadcasting the other day with you guys, Price took a picture of me with the Hooters #1 foam finger. So I tweeted it at Hooters and trying to get them to become a sponsor of our game, see if we can get some wings or something down here.
And not only did he tweet them, that corporate office at Hooters has responded. We have successfully gotten their attention. The question is, can Smitty pull off the coup? Getting wings, fries, and beer here, but can he also possibly get a special delivery from some of the employees?
Hopefully. We asked them, so we'll have to see what they respond with. Should be quickly here, so we'll know more here shortly, guys.
The minute we hear back, we will report back to you guys live. But this is something big. This could take the Mock and Jock Celebrity Media Game on Friday to another level. Back to you guys up in the booth.
Watching this 4-foot line.
Sounding good. Thanks, Price. Thanks, Smitty. Working the angles.
Yeah. Yep, Jordan. Yep. Hard. Great pair, Steph.
Nice shot, Steph.
Steph Seneker with a nice guard, a nice come around. I didn't see what happened on the Rebecca Miles' second stone of this end, but it made it just a little more than halfway down the sheet. I don't know if it picked. Came a long way short of that play, so out of play it goes. For the peel. Just recognizing the need for offense, it's going to bring a second stone into the house.
She has the luxury of having 2 guards out there. They're not her own, but beggars can't be choosers.
No, down 2 playing the 8th. She really needs to get 2 this end. It'd be great if she can somehow manufacture a 3. Stone doesn't have a whole lot of handle on it. To get by first. Oh. Not a lot of rotation on that rock.
We were just talking about this, probably going to fudge.
Could have fudged in the slide path a bit too. It's that time of the game.
More faces in the crowd. It's like we've got Team Sinclair faces out there.
Good tap.
I don't know, one of the players, though, of the 4 faces is 5 seats away from the rest of the group. I don't know why that is. They exiled one of the team members.
That's whichever team member happens to be out of favor.
Yeah.
I bet it's Monica. Oh, Vicky. Oh. Uh-oh.
Folks, I think at Fast Signs are making these.
We're a little hot.
Place is getting some business.
Yeah, it can't be cheap to make a giant head of somebody.
I would think not.
Yep, hard.
Looking for the raise.
There are a couple options here.
Bumps it way out in the open.
Yeah, could have bumped it straight back, could have split these, but yeah, this is probably the worst of the options as it's wide open.
Yeah, I think they swept it because it was a long ways heavy. Trying to hit it thin, keep it above the tee line, which they did, but it is wide open. Cassie gives up another steal of 1 in the 8th end. Now trails Kristen Clark 5-3.
Calls through the hole there. Draw.
I wonder if this is a little faster. Sure. Just try to feel it out.
Could make an argument for coming around the wide side, too. I'm not sure that Jess knows that piece of ice.
Miss this by.
Far as it'll go.
Whoa, not as much as I thought.
Nice come around.
Oh, that's real good. But I thought they were going to miss that by a good rack and a half, and it just kept diving.
Yeah, I think the slide paths are starting to come into play, getting a little worn. Stones coming in the middle are going to start dying.
Looks like they're shot stone.
Oh, just barely.
Plan B here.
Kind of losing line for the tap. I don't think it has the weight. Nope.
Oh, or they just freeze it down.
I think it might be us.
putting the numbers out there.
That's what Jess thinks, and that's what. Like, Joe, you think that's 1-2 that way too, right?
I do. I think it's 1.
I think so also.
Maybe nice if we can get up to that one.
I like this.
Okay. Give us some options here. Anyway.
9.5.
Sorry, what'd you say?
9.5.
Okay.
Oh, they can't stick this.
Oh, jeez. That was the only danger with that shot. Couldn't afford to do that one. Now we pretty definitively know who is shot now.
Yep. That was an unfortunate bounce there. Could hit that almost anywhere. And
a little bit of bad luck, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think here, though, I think a lot of room. I know. Might get out where you don't go. Yeah. I think if you throw a little up weight, being on the edge might. We need to bury too. I don't want to leave a double. Okay. You don't. Do you think that's okay? It would open things up.
Smack it up.
That's true.
You don't have to play a hit.
I think that's easier.
There?
I think so. Right there's okay. Like solid 7, 8. Right on the nose. Get back. Just bump it straight.
and try to pop their own straight back into the forefoot.
Yeah, I don't mind that too much.
No, like
I don't really know. Not a whole lot of good alternate options for her.
You haven't seen a lot of raises like this on this ice yet.
Yeah,
not on purpose anyway.
The come around on the right side where Kate is standing is tempting, but you know if you ever over curl and bump that yellow in, you're in a bad way. You're also exposing your own at that point. Uh-oh.
Seems to curl a lot.
Oh boy.
Trying to get it to move off of the yellow.
Where is this going?
He's got the red one first. I don't know if they're any worse off than they were before.
Doesn't change a whole lot.
I like whatever you like.
Courtney deferring after the last shot.
I'm gonna defer to Skip's judgment. I think Jess is gonna get around that yellow and try to move this. Try to move it out and sit too.
Do the run.
Okay. Should know what line does it.
Yeah, firm.
Kind of wait?
Firm?
Okay.
Firm?
Oh, is she playing the run?
Yeah, I think she's playing the run because I think she figures if she makes a mistake, she'll still have a draw path with her last.
Yeah. Courtney's curled up real nice.
I don't think it would be so bad if she over curls a bit on this. An under curl would mean she'd be driving her own dangerously close to her buried rock.
She's throwing this with a lot of weight.
Well, the other thing is that if she makes this right and drives it and sticks, she might actually roll her shooter onto the rings.
She's going firm.
Yeah!
It's a little more like normal.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gotta cross.
It's close.
Just misses. And I think that was a case of spin. Just didn't have it.
That just needed to come up a little more. Just an early sweep. She was afraid of losing it.
Well, I don't know. I think so.
Yes. started to move in that direction, but
and just actually just grazes that stone.
Now Farrell talking about
playing the run back on the red.
Run. Pretty aggressive call. Throwing this with some weight. It's a pretty close shot right here.
Looks good to me.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, boy, has she come to play.
Nails right there.
Had a great game.
Back 8 weight.
Yeah, at least. It's not gliding
There's a
very
picture
well,
of the national junior champions on their way to Pyeongchang. Watching nationals. Glad to see you all enjoying it. Good luck out there.
Out there? Yep. Okay.
So Jessica Schultz going to have to make a play against 2.
Tap. Back 12.
Playing the Rays.
Okay. Yeah, it runs pretty straight.
These are never easy. Always a little nervy.
These shots are just visually difficult. You know that this rock is going to be able to make this move.
Oh, losing line.
Really hard. We
Oh,
gotta make sure we don't bump in a third.
don't raise the red. Oh, dear.
And this one was just too light out of hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Pumps up a third stone for Farrell.
3 red.
Still a 3 for Farrell. Now takes a 7-2 lead. Let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they're going to play on, so we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Is there someone in your club who goes above and beyond? Nominate them for the 2017 USA Curling Volunteer of the Year Award. More information about the award and nomination forms can be found on the USA Curling website, usacurl.org. USA Curling member clubs are encouraged to participate in Olympic Day events each June. This is a great way to get youth excited about curling while experiencing the thrill of meeting an Olympian. Access to summer curling ice is not needed. Contact the USA Curling National Office at 888-CURLERS for more information.
So while we were away, the feature sheet has decided to end this game, conceding with Jessica Schultz. Farrell's going to take this one 7-2. So we're going to focus our attention on sheet B, a match between Corey Christensen and Jamie Sinclair. Christensen has a 5-4 advantage. They're in the 9th end. Christensen's playing the red rocks, Sinclair the yellow rocks. Sinclair has the hammer. Again, she's down 1.
Yeah, and that loss will unfortunately knock Schultz down to 0-4. Only 3 games left. They can't even come away with a winning record, and I think that all but eliminates any talk of the playoffs for them, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were on their last chance, I think. Team Bear winds up evening the record at 2-2, and now can be part of the conversation. We're a game back to 4th place.
Cassie Potter, meanwhile, hitting to sit 3. Does so. Only 2 rocks left in that end. Kristen Clark facing 3 with her last without last rock.
Actually, I misspoke there. A game away from third place, not just fourth place. And you need to be in third place in order to make the playoffs on the women's side.
It's 2.
So Kristen Clark down to her last stone.
Yep, hard, Sarah.
Throwing against 3.
Go, Sarah, hard. Yep, hard. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 all the way over. Okay.
I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to. I mean, you can play this. Better. But what's the point? This accomplishes the same thing, but you have backing.
So Kristen Clark makes a hit, sticks.
Cassie's got the same shot she just threw to pick up 3 and take the lead going into the 10th.
We'll try to show you that hammer stone.
Easy, man. Line's good, guys.
Alex, if anything.
Yeah, Alex. Right to it, Alex.
Going sideways.
Sinclair trying to get down to that stone, around the guard. It's a pretty good result. It's mostly buried. Here is Potter's hammer. Hit and stick is going to get her 3 and the lead.
Jackie seems happy with it. No mistake.
Nicely done. And Potter now has a 6-5 lead. Clark will have the hammer coming home in the 10th. Down 1.
No. Looks like you got plenty.
Okay, so Price, we're going to have you with an interview with Cora Farrell. Second we can get that camera over to you, we're going to send it down to you.
Go, Jenna. Go. Straight to it. Yep. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Okay, Price, we're going to send it down to you.
All right, down here with Cora Farrell, you get a 7-2 win over Jessica Schultz. Second win in your first career nationals. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did take me through it today. How did it feel? How did your team play? I mean, you're obviously settled in. I mean, you seem like you've been skipping for a long time. It feels like you've settled into that role here with Madison gone.
Well, I do have 2 years of skip experience. And then my team being here, we do understand the ice better, and once we settle in the first few ends, we feel comfortable having more rocks in play and getting after it.
Yeah, absolutely. You are getting after it. 2-2 right now, not intimidated. You're playing really well. You guys get Cassie Potter tonight on sheet A. They're right here in front of us, I think up 6-5. Talk about playing Cassie. I mean, she's playing really well right now.
Yeah, Cassie is talented. Her whole team, they are very skilled. So we will have to be on top of things and to play like we know we can. And I like to keep the game close and see how things go.
Your first nationals, having fun?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Appreciate it, Cora. Congratulations. We'll see you tonight against Cassie. Joe, Sean, back up to you guys.
Thanks so much, Cora. Thanks, Price. All right, so back to our feature game here. Christensen talking it over here, what the options might be.
Yeah. Timeout.
All right, so we're
Okay.
Coach Dropnik going to
So,
come
I mean,
down.
the options are either guard or go right to it, right?
I don't think right to it is any good.
We could get it here.
But what hurting? I mean, really.
And that.
If we cruise around this way. Then again, if you hang out though, it's not good. I mean, if we put one here, or right here, like she doesn't have that.
Coach Phil Dropnik making his way to the ice.
Pro side light.
Just top 12 this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind that.
Phil taking the absolute longest route over there.
Hey, coach travel time, it is a thing.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking
He's
top
trying to
12.
get down there. It's just a long
Freezing down
route.
to it's no good. And the guard doesn't do much. I think she can still probably get at this. Maybe. Right.
It would be blocking it
Yeah.
off pretty well.
You know, I mean, you're just kind of getting in there.
And I mean, pro side light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she makes that, it's going to come off of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, if it comes up like we're going to have the intern just lock it down here
Uh-huh.
at the end, you know,
Yeah.
for yourself, if she makes a couple good ones.
Right.
And just freeze one. If you freeze to the back one was, you know, in that little pocket, she's going to have a hell of a time. We're okay with picking up two, so we can really push
Yeah.
and try to get a steal here. She put a lot of rocks in there, so if we can end up getting a steal, I think that's a good position. Get it?
So do we aim for trying to be all the way around the guard or show her a little piece?
I think. Right.
Well, if it's into the, I mean, you can show her an inch of the outer,
So yeah, it's,
so an inch of the 3 round.
Right.
So that means it being out an inch
So,
on that side.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
and yeah.
Okay. I like that.
So the timeout's over.
So just going to throw one top 12 foot.
You like this broom, Sarah? I know. This should be
That
good.
should be good.
Don't think you're looking to fully bury it either. Corey's got a rock in pretty good position.
Whoa. Close. Close, Taylor. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, line's good. Taylor, yep. Taylor's
a lot.
Yep. Yep.
Don't want to be
Whoa,
short here.
Yeah, it is short.
Leave it. I
Just
took off,
over curled a
Sarah.
bit.
Good throw.
Actually, just comes out the other side just a hair.
So now, if you're Sinclair, you have hammer. How do you
Yeah, I mean,
squeeze
it
yours
might
into
be
shot?
there. I'm not sure how far the red's gonna go though. As long as you keep your.
Seems
Me
like
too.
Jamie's mic is a little
Got
in and
it.
out.
I think it'll curl.
So I think Alex can see about half of this Yellowstone. Gonna hit all that she can, throwing hack to board. Try to pop that red out into the
Yep.
open as best she can.
Easy. Oh. Oh. Oh no, man. No.
Should be pretty close.
Should finish at the end.
Armand.
That's
Oh,
needs to
it's
finish.
not finishing.
Yep. Go. Yep.
A Paparone.
Just.
I don't know if that was a little heavy or just
Great guard, I think.
little
Right?
too much ice maybe.
In here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yours curled a lot. I don't know if that was just a fluke or.
Well, yeah. Pro side's to be on the right,
Right,
side.
yeah.
Good. It just. Yeah. Jamie.
Yeah, I think right there.
You got it.
Good too. I can throw like a 25, can I? 20?
I think 20-25 means 4.2 or 4.25 split time. For guard, very, very fast ice.
Line's pretty good. Clean.
Close, Kay.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yep. Over and up.
Over and
Over and
off.
up.
Over and off.
Where's it?
Whoa, you gotta leave it.
Going sideways.
Good job.
Looks like it stopped in time.
They're just going sideways. Absolute sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a double pill's not going to get you enough. Good throw. Do you think this is? I don't mind that. Yeah. I mean, as long as we're okay with totally screwing it up, it goes on to our yellow. Agree.
Double pill beat. I think this is too thin.
I
really thin.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. It's right. Yeah.
Sounds like they're going to try a peel to redirect the second rock that's hit back into the pile.
Yeah, they're going to try and the double run on the guards, drive it back, try to pick that Christensen stone that's shot off the button. So I think you want to hit about a thick half.
A little bit less than.
Half a rock is within the ballpark. Try to drive the second one that's tight to the house straight back, pick the stone off the button.
Gonna try to pay attention on sheet B also. That game's getting down to the last few stones.
Close.
Look at this. Oh, hit their own.
Oh, they actually came up a little too much. Had to sweep that.
Start again?
You know, not actually the end of the world there. They're sitting second and third now. Gonna have to make a guard that it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if Curry's at all concerned about Jamie
yeah, I think
maybe
edge of 12 foot.
maybe coming off of that stone way off on the right. I mean, that's extremely thin. I don't really think it's worth even thinking about, but see if that may be her only option.
What'd you have on that last one?
So, Kristen Clark draws her Vice stone right to the lid against two Potter counters that were behind the tee line. Clark's protected significantly by a Potter stone in the top 8 foot.
Have some room. Room.
See if we can get some side by side.
Jenna, go, go,
coverage of
go,
sheet
go.
B.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes, sweep.
Yeah,
Sweep.
go, Jenna.
Hard.
Yeah!
Hard.
Yeah!
Go, 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 go.
Yeah!
Hard.
Yeah!
Hard. Go, go.
Hard! Whoa!
Nice job.
Nicely played guard by
She's
Clark.
looking at that thin one right there.
Oh my goodness, she's looking at it.
I think that's all she's got.
I actually think it's worth taking
It's
a
for
rip
3,
at.
right? You know, I mean,
pretty thin.
you're going to give up 1 if you miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is
like
just-
the 5th, the 6th.
Oh, it's hitting like an
Your last time.
inch of this.
So I think just that.
Well, I can at least say I called that she would play this. Can't believe I got one right. This is... They don't get much thinner than this, folks.
Like,
You might want maybe catch just a little bit more of an inch, but not much more. And worst case scenario, she gives up a steal of 1. We'll have the be down 2 with hammer in the 10th. Big reward if she can make this, though.
Just a quick update.
whoa! Yeah,
And on the right is the Clark Potter game. It's in the 10th end.
Thin coming in.
Oh.
Well, good try. Hit a little too much of it.
One for Christensen in the 9th. She's going to take a 2-point lead going into the 10th. So we're seeing the last few stones here at 10th end, sheet B.
Just one corner. Use it.
We got the scores or the names up top are not correct. It's Clark Potter.
Clark has called a timeout, and Coach Wayne Anderson coming out to advise. Clark is currently sitting one, that red stone that's behind that top 4 Potter stone. Clark is down 1. They have to score something this end to keep the game going. Score of 1 would mean an extra end. They could win it with 2. But only Kristen's 2 skip rocks left to come.
But Clark's looking at that one on the outside.
Not really sure what that would get. That yellow stone on the center line, and then the red that's behind it, and then the 2 on the left behind the yellow corner guard. Those are pretty much lined up onto each other. So that red is actually pretty safe for the moment.
Could you run red, yellow, yellow to get rid of that dangerous stone?
I suppose you could, but if you ever mishit it and somehow picked your own out of there.
I'm just trying to figure out how she's going to get 2 here.
That's
Even if she makes this shot, Potter smashes the one she just threw.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. The only good thing for Kristen right now is that red is really not going anywhere.
So Christensen has come top T-line, top button area. Sinclair throwing the corner guard in that crucial matchup with top teams. Jump over there in just a minute. So she's not playing off of that stone.
I wonder if she's just throwing a guard. She's content to go to the extra end by the looks of it.
I see.
4, 3, 4, 3.
Should stop in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah. See if Cassie has anything to try to move herself up the shot.
They're going to call timeout. They got a little over a minute, looks like, on their clock.
It looks like a minute 5, if my eyes are correct.
So plenty of time. Calling the timeout certainly is going to help them. I don't think that they have a coach with them.
No, they don't have a coach.
So it's just buying them a little time here.
Yeah, they still get the travel time that all the teams get.
Mm-hmm.
So their actual minute timeout won't start just yet. I think Cassie's only real option at this point is to block off Kristen's draw for 2. Kristen could still draw to the button to get her 2. And I think that's all Cassie's going to do, just try to go into the top of the 4-foot. At most, kind of sitting next to her second shot stone, this top button, block the draw. Take her chances in the extra.
Then maybe she tries that crazy get off.
Well, if
you just got to get a piece of the button, right?
Yeah, I think Cassie would like to be somewhere where that's not possible. I mean, if she goes side of the 4-foot or top 4 right next to her own, that shot won't be there, and that's an incredibly flat roll. I wonder if there's any way that Cassie could actually get in there for a shot herself if the line is really good.
Oh, this looks like it's... Oh, it's held out nicely. It looked like it made a move.
That wrecked the guard.
Just wrecks the guard.
Ooh.
So there might be a way for her to nibble the button here.
Oh, I think there is.
Get 2.
It's not the easiest port to negotiate given how hard it's going to be finishing. You actually have to negotiate not just past the corner guard, but also past the yellow stone top 4.
Yeah, I think the best path here is just missing the corner guard.
Yeah, missing it as tightly as you can, because it's going to be really warping hard by the time it gets down there.
Kristen has just under 3 minutes left on her clock. She just has this stone to throw.
Yeah,
So
she's got
plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
So Kristen Clark here should have extra end here, but has a chance for 2 and the win.
Got to make a difficult shot for 2. Not impossible, but difficult.
Weight looks pretty good. Gotta stop now.
This has got a chance.
Maybe off of the other.
Oh, slides just a little too far. That was a really, really good try.
Well, that's a great attempt.
Just 2 feet heavier. She had it.
So she's going to take 1 here, and Potter is going to have the hammer in the extra end. We'll give you coverage of that after the 10th end of Christensen Sinclair as we jump to sheet D.
Yeah, that's Sinclair sitting second over on the right. She just had Vicky draw there under a corner guard. Corey had Sarah Anderson peel that corner. So looking to replace it. This is Alex Carlson's first stone of the 10th. This really needs to curl.
Hard, go. Yep, keep going hard. Hard, Ron, hard. Yep. Good sweep.
Gets the job done. Sinclair needs 2 just to force the extra here. Needing the deuce. Gonna have Alex make a play in the house now. Calling the freeze.
Stay close. Well, got room, guys.
It's a pretty nice freeze there from Alex. Really nice.
Just about as good as you can expect.
Yeah, she's going to have chances here. Steph Bohan made a absolutely perfect tick shot with her first in the 10th. The extra end, I'm sorry.
Can't really do it any better than that.
Both stones are less than a foot off the boards on each side.
So Corey gonna hit the one she can get to.
Gonna be sitting right there.
That too. You got it. And then how to move this time.
Team gonna come down and take a look.
Call their timeout. Coach Scott Baird will come out.
I could. Yeah.
Not sure you have to hit that one on the wing. Could
The one top
almost freeze to it.
This rock.
That's a pretty aggressive call,
No,
Joe, but
it's
I'm
not there.
I don't entirely hate it.
It leaves you an angle if you needed it. It also gives you third stone if you have to smash.
Well, it actually you do that, you could actually maybe set up 3 for the win if you
Yep,
make it
exactly.
really good.
That rock can help you, maybe. I don't mind that either.
See what Scott says.
No. Yeah. And even it's not out counting that, so.
Roll over on top of that one.
Leave them this. You have a minute. Walking time. That, and then we could put that as tall. We need, if we want to move all this, we'll have the catcher.
So what's the play here, Sean?
I think they're going to make a play right on shot stone. I heard 10-5, which is easy control weight, easy control heavy board. Try to hit all they can of the yellow.
Hit what we can see.
Try to roll the shooter to the right. Hopefully eliminate that red shot stone. Or at the very least move it back. Sinclair wants to be sure she's counting at least 1 here. May not necessarily be counting 2, even if it's made perfect.
No. Oh! Never. Vicky. Hard! Roll it!
Got a chance.
Vicky did some good work there.
Shoot.
Oh, just not enough to save the shooter. And Sinclair's sitting 1, but the short run will win the game for Christensen if she can get rid of the yellow.
Turn.
Kind of like this way.
Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
Right there, the 9.
So just a quick update on sheet D. We'll take you over there, extra end, as soon as we can. Kristen Clark
Go 9.
has the shot stone, but it's deep into the 8-foot, trying to establish a center guard.
So short run back for the win, Corey Christensen. Just needs to make the yellow go away.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep!
Yes! Hard! Hard!
Yep!
Hard!
Ooh,
Nicely done.
gets rid of it, and that will hand
That's gonna do it.
And Jamie Sinclair, her first loss.
So we're going to switch our attention over to sheet D for the final game on the ice. Kristen Clark and Cassie Potter knotted up at 6 in the extra end. Potter is playing the Yellowstones and has the hammer. Kristen Clark looks like she's sitting 2. Going to be putting up a center guard again.
I think that stone on the right was a jammed in peel. That stone wasn't there, and there was a stone off the boards shot before. But not really a concern for Cassie. She keeps peeling. Middle will stay wide open. Likely we'll have a draw to the 4-foot to pick up a win. Be nice to catch the one on the side, but watch where the shooter goes.
So we're down to Kristen's last 2 stones.
Probably going to throw another center guard. We'll see what Cassie wants to do. Some would say peel it. Some would say go around and beat her to the 4-foot.
Too heavy for what they were calling.
Yeah, I guarantee you she didn't want it there. Looking to see who's second. Well, it's definitely between the right one and the left one. That back red is 4th shot for sure. I was going to guess. I think yellow is 2nd shot. What do you think, Joe?
I've been staring at it for the last, I don't know, 20 seconds, and I still don't know.
It's really close either way.
I think you're probably right. I think it probably is yellow.
If I had to put money down on it, I'd put my 2 cents on yellow. Call is obvious for Cassie here. Would make the hit. I think you'd prefer not to roll because a roll would get you close to being behind the tee line. Very nice.
Still not sure here. Doesn't make a ton of difference other than Potham would have to throw against 2 rather than 1. If this were to hit and stick, and Clark was 2nd stepping already.
Down to her last. Needs to be count after this.
I haven't really touched this.
It's going to make the hit, but it's going to roll under that.
Nudge it. It would have been a little helpful for her if she nudged it. Now we just don't know.
Well, if Cassie is sure that red back there is 3rd shot, the call is to hit the red on the left. And I don't think there's any question about that the yellow on the right is better than the red behind it. just needs to make this go away and should pick up the win and would take over sole possession of first place, with Sinclair taking her first loss.
So Cassie Potter here with her final stone in the 11th end. Makes the hit, wins for sure. Keeps a perfect record at 4-0.
She's going to get a little roll in for good measure to take away any doubt.
Absolutely. And that's going to do it. Cassie Potter remains undefeated 4-0 in this championship. It's going to drop Kristen Clark down to 1-3. And we are done here for this draw here at the 2017 USA Curling Nationals. We have a 4 p.m. game with Heater McCormick versus Hunter Clausen. Then at 8 p.m. we have a feature matchup between Team Jamie Sinclair versus Team Nina Roth. Those times are Pacific. So come right on back right here where you found us, usacurl.org, and you'll be able to see some great curling this afternoon and tonight. For Brian Anderson and Sean Murray, this is Joe Calabrese signing off, and we'll see you at 4 p.m.